Hello children, today we'll start chapter number 11, Light, Shadows and Reflection. This chapter is very interesting children. As you have seen so many objects around you, few are colorful and few are of different shape, size, etc. Like you have seen the buses, cars, cycle, trees, animals, sometimes flowers. So how we can see all these objects? And what happens, one more question is there, that what happens when you go inside a completely dark room? Are you able to see the objects in that room? So here are the few of the questions, that what happens if we enter into the dark room? Can we see few of the objects which are present in that room? Or when we light up a candle or switch on the light, or either a switch or a we torch, switch on the torch, so what happens? Only then we can see the objects present in that room. I think now you have got the answer, that we are able to see only that objects on which the light falls. So it means without light, things can't be seen, and light help us to see the objects. So this is about three things we'll study in this chapter. First is about light, characteristics of light. After that, shadow, how shadow is formed, what are the requirements of the shadow to be formed. And sometime you have seen that shadow is longer and sometime the shadow is shorter. How that can be possible? And the third concept is reflection. Some few of the objects are there, how the things reflect, and the different categories of the objects like transparent, translucent and opaque objects. So this is a very interesting chapter, lot of things, and moreover new things we are going to learn in this chapter. So let's study the first thing. First we'll study about the uh, objects, that is luminous and non-luminous objects. So the luminous objects are the objects which emit their own light, like sun. That is known as a luminous object. And on the other hand, the objects which do not emit their own light, they are known as non-luminous objects. Now children, I just want to tell you one thing. What can happen to the incoming light? So when the light fall on any of the object, what happens to that light? Either it is transmitted, reflected or absorbed. Okay, or so means whenever the light falls on any of the objects, so these three things happen, like it is transmitted, reflected and absorbed by the object. Next is, there are different types of material. So there is a relationship between the materials and light. There are three different types of the material that light will or will not pass through them. So that depends. So on the basis of the light, that whether the light will pass through that objects or not, that objects are grouped into three categories. First category is transparent, second is translucent, and third is opaque object. Now we'll study about the different examples of these three types of the materials. First is transparent material. So the materials that through which we can see almost maximum of it means the materials through which maximum light passes, that is known as transparent. Light is allowed through with a very little bending or scattering of the rays of light, that will be studied in the higher classes. So for the transparent material, you only learn that the materials which allow light to pass through it, that is known as a transparent objects. And examples of transparent objects are, first is clear glass, clean water, and clear plastic. You used to cover the objects with the plastic. Cellophane sheet you used to cover the notebooks and books. So why you use that? Because you can see the cover of the book through that sheet, because that sheet is transparent. And the glass we uses at our home, we can see that either the cold drink is there, either the tea is there, because that glass is totally transparent. Next is translucent material. Now the materials that allow only some light to pass through them, very less light passes through them, and that type of objects are known as translucent. But through that objects we can see but not clearly. Blur is that objects we can see through that objects. Blur means it's not clearly. So few examples of translucent materials are thin fabric, frosted glass, and very thin paper, or the paper with the oil. If we are having a paper on which the oil is spread through, that is a example of translucent material. Next, third type of material is opaque material. So through opaque materials, these are the type of a material through which we can't see, because light cannot pass through these materials. So these type of materials are known as opaque objects. So let's study the examples of opaque objects like brick, metal, thick paper, aluminium foil, wood, stones, wall. Means if we are sitting in one of the room, we can't see. If the wall is there in between the two rooms, we can't see in the second room that what's happening. So these all are the examples of opaque material. So children, we have read about transparent, translucent, and opaque objects. So in the meantime, we just revise this part, and in the next video we'll continue with the part shadow. So till then you can revise this whole part. Thank you.